showing y'all step by step how I make my sourdough from start to finish. My dough's all done, bulk fermenting. If you want to see how we got to this point, you can go see parts 1 and parts 2 because it is time to shape. Now listen, I am absolutely no expert, okay? I just do what works for me and my dough. But I would love to know what works for you and your dough. Now before we get to shaping up our dough, I want to tell you guys what I'm looking for to know that she's done bulk fermenting. Number 1, she got a good jiggle. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Number 2, she isn't sticky. Number 3, she lifts off the edge of the bowl easily. And number 4, she's got some nice pretty bubbles on her bottom. And since I can answer all 4 of those things confidently with a yes, we are going to go ahead and shape our dough. I'm gonna take my handy dandy little flour duster, but not too much, just enough so that way things don't get too sticky. Now we plop. I don't like to yank my dough out of the bowl. I like to let gravity take its course. Just hold her upside down until she falls out. There she goes. And there she goes. You should be left with a pretty clean bowl, no dough stuck behind. The flour on my handsies. When it comes to making just a plain loaf of sourdough, I like to do a first and second shaping. We're gonna do one shaping right now and then let her rest for a little while, and then we're gonna shape her again. So for the first shaping, I like to just kind of start grabbing my dough and work her in towards the middle. Just start gathering her up into the center. Like so. Gorgeous. I'm gonna flip her over and do some push and pulls. And push against the counter. Keep the side of your hand against the counter the entire time you're doing push and pulls. Gorgeous. That's it for the first shaping. I'm gonna grab a clean, dry kitchen towel, drape that over the top of her, and let her sit like this for 10 minutes. See you in a little bit. Dougie, it's been 10 minutes, and now we do our second shaping. Dusty my handsies a bit. I want this nice and smooth side to stay the top, so I'm gonna pick her up, flop her back over. Now I'm going to laminate her into a bit of a rectangle shape. Try to make sure that she's even throughout. We're going to do a trifold. I'm gonna take this side in, this side over. Now that we have our little burrito, we're gonna roll her up our side, and we are going to tightly tuck as we roll. We wanna create tension. Continue to tuck. See, I kind of transitioned into my push and pulls here. Now you can see we have a much tighter and smoother dough ball than we did after the first shaping. I think the first and second shaping is actually a new thing to me. I've only just recently started doing that, and I have found good success. That our dough is shaped, we're gonna transfer her into our banneton. I do have this little cloth that goes over my banneton, but it's dirty. It's got a bunch of crusty bits that I've been struggling to get off, so I'm gonna use a kitchen towel instead. Dust this with some flour, more little tuckaroos before I plop her into our banneton. Pick her up and plop. I'm going to do a little bit of stitching. That is just me trying to create even more tension on the outside of our dough. Kind of pinch it shut. A fresh shower cap for her. I'm going to cover her up. I'm going to put her in the fridge to cold proof overnight, and we will bake her tomorrow.